Mike, check.
And good evening, everyone, and welcome to Pulaski County High School for Lake Cumberland Sports lid lifter on the 2021 season. I guess we'll forget the 20 part of that. The 21 season. Our coverage, as always, is brought to you by Quick Care Walk-In Clinic at Med Park West, our title sponsor, and we thank them so much, and our presenting sponsor, the Don Franklin family of dealerships. Tonight we got a treat for you. We're going to give you two. I'm Mike Kerr. He's Michael Gregg. We're going to bring the girls' game. It will start here in 12, 15, 20 minutes, whatever it takes them to get things ready to go. And then after the girls' game, they're going to clear this arena because of the world we live in today.
Yes, sir.
And they're going to get all the people who had tickets for this game out, bring the tickets in for the boys' game. So we'll take a short break at the end of the girls' game, but we'll be back, and it may be 20 minutes at whatever it takes, but we'll try to keep you posted. Michael, good to see you, man.
Glad to see you, Mike. Excited kicking this year off right. Crosstown game, number 2 game for each team this year, so they're getting right after it, getting it on early.
Well, the good thing is we're in a gym and there's basketball being played, so these young ladies for the first game and the gentlemen for the second game, this is something that last spring we all got kind of hit in the mouth during state tournament for the girls, and there were a lot of people missed a lot of time and a lot of kids got shorted on their high school careers. And this one, I'll be honest with you, there was part of me that said football season wouldn't last.
Yeah.
And there was another part of me that said they'll never get basketball season up and running, and here we are. So we're just going to smile and say glad you guys joined us. If you know someone who would like to watch the game, the way the seating situation is, we'll get to basketball in just a minute, but we've been asked to give you a couple of bits of information. There are no at-the-gate sales tickets for either of these games tonight. Due to the COVID requirements, these tickets were given out to players, coaches, families. They are allotted. If you don't have your voucher, you're not getting in.
You got to look.
So we're going to promise you this. We're going to bring you both games, and you'll be able to watch them in 1080p. And I think, you'll enjoy the quality of it. And I want to say one more time before Michael and I start to break down the basketball game, we want to thank all the sponsors who make this happen, and Brian Miller here at Pulaski County High School. And we're going to do everything we can this year to keep you as in touch with local sports as we possibly can in this different time, Michael.
You're right, and you mentioned Brian Miller. These ADs around the state of Kentucky, Mike, have worked tirelessly, and really they've accomplished what many thought was impossible, just making it happen, giving it an attempt. There's games each day they're getting canceled, and sometimes they're canceling by the weeks. And so we're just going to enjoy this ride as it goes and enjoy it while we can. And I know that talking to the coaches the other night, they're looking at their schedules and they're looking to add games even right now. And, of course, they're also keeping an open mind that at any time some of these games could get canceled, and they're trying to, hey, if my game gets canceled and you're open, would you play me?
Exactly.
So this schedule may be written in sand, and it may,
like that.
And it may change many, many times this year.
Written in sand. I will steal that one from you. There is no doubt that the schedule that you're looking at right now, if you're with us for any one of the local teams, I would give you long odds that when we get to the end of this cycle, some of those games will be changed, dates, opponents. It will be fluid. But the good news is tonight we're here. Both teams are here. Local rivalry. Southwestern coming off an outstanding season under Coach Junior Molan. They are 0-1 on the season, and, let's shed a tear. They got beat by Franklin County by 2 the other night at Franklin County. If you know anything about rankings, that's top 10 team in the state. So Southwestern, everybody said, well, they graduated 5 seniors, and they've lost all this scoring. And, well, the demise or the reporting of their demise is greatly exaggerated, to borrow a phrase. This is a good basketball team, and they're run by Alexis Smitty, who has run the show for this bunch for about 5 years, seriously. And Southwestern will be a formidable, tough out for anybody they play this year.
Anybody in the state, Mike. I mean, in the state of Kentucky, Southwestern has grown into a force known well across parts of the state of Kentucky. You mentioned Smitty. A couple years ago, this lady squad got to play on the big stage. And Smitty made a name for herself, just really impressed all season, and on the big stage did nothing but continue that. She's aggressive. She's a ball hawk. So if you've not got to see this girl team play, and tonight is going to be your first time, keep an eye on number 12 because she will impress and she'll put pressure on the opposing team offensively and defensively.
Let's do a couple things here while we get ready for the opening tip, and one of those would be once again to thank Quick Care Walk-In Clinic. Any sport, any season, sports physicals at Quick Care are only $25. Don't make an appointment. Don't pay an office visit. Don't sit around the waiting room for an hour. Quick Care gets you in, out, and on the field for less. They're conveniently located right behind the hospital just off Bogle Street in Med Park West, and they're open late, 9 to 7 on weekdays, 10 to 3 on Sundays. Quick Care serving Somerset and Pulaski County for a decade, and our thanks again. A big thank you to the Don Franklin Somerset family of dealerships for presenting tonight's coverage of high school basketball. Be sure to take advantage of the end of the summer savings at all of their Somerset locations. I guess that would be the New Year's savings. But anyway, visit them on Facebook, Don Franklin Somerset family of dealerships. They'll treat you like family. One more time, this is the Buffalo Wings and Rings video games of the week, as we will bring you both
boys
games
and girls
tonight. And again, we want to thank you. You are watching the Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week on Lake Cumberland Sports. Buffalo Wings and Rings. Wings created your way, always fresh, never frozen burgers. Michael, you want to do the fashion report? We have the Magic Monograms fashion report, or
I certainly can. Of course, these girls both they still have their shooter shirts on. I'm not sure exactly what the tops are. Girls are going to be, looks like, visiting Southwestern Lady Warriors. Blue bottoms, I'm assuming blue tops. It'll be trimmed in orange. And the Lady Maroons, they have got white shorts trimmed in maroon. I assume the tops will be the same. That is your fashion report brought to you by Magic Monograms, conveniently located off North Highway 27 between Big Lots and Backyard Burger. Magic Monograms is the place for custom embroidery, screen printing, and so much more. They can put your designs on medical and athletic uniforms, corporate and school apparel. Find them on Facebook. Search Magic Monograms and Embroidery.
We'll get ready to do the starting lineups and give you our opinions of how things are going to go tonight. But let's just go ahead, Michael. Your keys to the game tonight. Let's get that one.
Well, I think anytime a crosstown matchup, you can throw records out the window. And it's what's ironic about that is this year we can't really talk a lot about that because these squads, this is just their second game of the year. But even if we had played 10. You toss the records out, it's going to be highly competitive. I think team speed for the homesteading Lady Maroons certainly going to be something that is, advantage Pulaski County. If you're Southwestern, you're going to have to defend, you're going to have to rebound, and then turnovers in the game of basketball certainly going to play into the outcome of this basketball game. And of course, you can't score points without hitting shots. Somebody's going to get hot tonight. Somebody's going to put up some points, and that team will have an advantage, Mike.
Coaches, I've had several tell me, when we make shots, I look like a great coach. That's the truth. Pulaski will put up a lot of threes unless something has drastically changed over the year. Chris Adkins will get up and down the floor. His bunch will shoot the basketball from the perimeter. Southwestern will run more set offense, but they can also launch. And it depends on where the coaches go with this. And, again, who makes shots. You get in this situation this early in the season, you've only played one game. You've got a crosstown rivalry, and who knows what's going to happen on the floor. So you and I are just going to sit back, relax, and enjoy what we see. But I agree with you with the keys. Whoever shows up and settles in and plays basketball the first will probably have an advantage in this game.
And one difference, though, Mike, and this is an unfortunate difference, is the home court advantage is certainly going to be influenced by the fact that the crowd is limited by, things that are beyond anybody's control.
Yeah, and again, one more time, and hopefully till the second game we won't say this again. The ADs, the coaches, the administration, us, everybody associated with high school athletics would love for this place to be overflowing right now.
Right.
The rules and guidelines that they're allowing them to play under say no.
Well, Mike, and the reality is the objective is to allow them to play.
Exactly.
And the best chance for them to keep playing is to restrict access, and it's just the smartest play to allow these girls to have a season, and so, that's how they're going to play it. The keys to the game are brought to you by Whitus Cabinets. At Whitus Cabinets, they provide their customers with friendly service. They value your business, and it is their mission to provide reliable products and services. The courteous and professional team at Whitus Cabinet Design Center can turn your vision into reality. Visit the Whitus Cabinet Design Center on the corner of South 27 and Slate Branch Road to learn more about what they can do for you.
We'll go ahead, and I think they may throw the anthem in here on us. Nobody gave us a signal, so You and I may get interrupted here shortly, but let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineups if you want to. First for the Southwestern Lady Warriors.
Okay, so starting for Lady Warriors, number 4, Marissa Lovelace. Number 12, Alexa Smitty. Number 5, Kaylee Young. And number 32, Kylie Foreman, And then number 55, Peyton Acey is going to be round out your starting lineup for Southwestern. Pulaski County girls. And, Mike, I have last names. I don't have first.
I've got them. Let me go ahead and do it then. For Pulaski County, Shelby Cawthron, the returning senior, coming back off a couple missed seasons with knee surgery, will run the point. Madeline Blankenship will start at one wing. Madeline Dunn will join her in the starting lineup, along with Carolyn Oakes and Dawn Wilson. So Pulaski County will start Cawthron, Blankenship, Dunn, Caroline Oakes, Dawn Wilson. And that will be your starters. Pulaski County will start 4 seniors and a junior, Oakes being the junior in the bunch, and Southwestern will start 2 seniors, Lovelace and Smitty, 2 juniors, Young and Foreman, and a freshman, Peyton Acey.
Yes, sir.
Will round out the starting 5. Once again, these 2 teams play home and home. They're not in the same district, but they still play each other, and last year Southwestern had a 2-0 advantage in those games, but the rosters have changed drastically for both of these teams. And,
Indeed.
And you get Foreman back for Southwestern, who was injured, and Pulaski gets Cawthron back after 2 missed seasons. And the last game she played that the knee injury occurred in, she put 31 up as a sophomore.
That's impressive.
So, again, both teams, although they're coming back with a different roster, each get a pickup, I guess you would say, in the fact that they've got a returning player who did miss last season. And so, again, I expect it to be competitive. You said earlier, and I couldn't agree with you more, when these crosstown teams get together, you can expect about anything, and then when it's over, you'll still probably go, you and I will look at each other and go, I didn't see that coming. It's just kind of how it works.
It is, and honestly, I don't know what to expect to see coming other than I expect a highly competitive ball game. I know both these squads are going to get after one another. Both these teams want to beat one another. I mean, it's bragging rights if nothing else. And the next matchup between these 2 teams is going to be, end of February. So when we get to that matchup, Mike, then we'll be able to talk more about how these teams have played and how they've played against some common opponents. But right now, it's just such a clean slate for both squads. It's really intriguing to see how this plays out.
Let's welcome Backyard Burgers, one of our new sponsors, and Susan Hansford, Realtor. She will sponsor our halftime show tonight. And I was just looking down the list. I think those are the only new ones that we've added tonight. And I want to wish everybody, again, we'll try to remind you that there'll be Citizens National Bank shots. There'll be Rick Barker rebounds. And if Michael and I have a little time getting into the flow of everything tonight, you bear with us.
That's right.
Because this is our lid lifter.
It really is. Turner Realty Group 3-point shots, I think, as well. And United Cumberland Bank timeout.
Randy D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
You betcha.
So, yeah, and we thank all of us. I mean, they're the reason we get a chance to do this. So if you get a chance, tell them thanks. Matter of fact, go buy something.
Magic Monogram's got some sharp
outfits
and jackets, and they do a great job doing monogramming. Absolutely.
My shirt. Yep.
Check them out up there. They do great work.
We expect that they will do the anthem. We're at about 1 minute on the clock, so you and I are just going to kind of roll through this a little bit. We've already talked about the matchups. I think can Pulaski County put somebody in front of Smitty to keep her from getting to the rim? I think that is a big. And then if you look around at Pulaski County, Cawthron is the same thing. And I don't know if those 2 will guard each other. And I say that because they're so valuable to their team,
right,
that you don't want to run the risk of getting them. But Coach Adkin plays a lot of zone. Coach Molden plays a lot of get after you man-to-man, lady-to-lady, whatever, person-to-person defense. I guess we have to be careful. But, again, I assume we're going to get the anthem here in just a minute, and if we do, you and I will just go dark, and You'll hear the anthem in the background.
Mike, I'm excited to get this thing started.
I am too. I am so glad to be indoors getting ready to watch high school basketball. You saw part of the Southwestern boys game the other night?
I did. I saw the second half.
I got to see I have now seen Somerset's girls play, and in a couple of weeks we'll have seen everybody, I think, you and I.
And one thing's for sure is I appreciate the opportunity more than I ever did
You're
because
right.
of the world around us.
And can think about it. How does that feel to these kids?
Absolutely.
Our young athletes might be a better way to say it. The PA announcer is cranking it up, and they're going to introduce the lineups. What Michael and I do is we'll wait till that happens. Guess what? The ladies have turned toward the scoreboard. I have a feeling we're going to do the anthem first. We're going to step out for a minute. We'll be back after this break.
Blakely Ford offers complimentary lifetime powertrain protection with every qualifying new and pre-owned vehicle we sell. Engine covered, transmission covered, drive axles covered for life. You're covered as long as you own it. And that's on every qualifying new and pre-owned car, truck, and SUV, even diesel trucks. Shop with complete confidence and peace of mind with Alton Blakely's complimentary lifetime powertrain protection program. Alton Blakely Ford, South Highway 27 Somerset, and altonblakely.com.
The people of this great land are resilient and will get through this. And buying and selling is the real stimulus. Land and real estate are the premium investments, and they're not just making any more land. At Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we'll get you the most for your property with live, online, and multi-parcel auctions. Selling farms, homes, developments, and commercial properties for top dollar. Give us a call or online at FordBrothersInc.com.
Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been serving and supporting our local communities. We want you to know that we are here for you and your family. Someone you can trust, someone you can count on, now and for the better days to come. Trusted, loyal, dedicated, helpful, and consistent. Toyota of Somerset. Come see us or visit us online at toyotaofsomerset.com.
Don't feel great? Just can't wait? Quick Care's open late. Just walk in for accidents and illnesses or for health services like physicals and flu shots. Quick Care Walk-In Clinic at Med Park West for over a decade on Hale Knob Road, just behind the hospital.
And the starting lineups are about to introduce. We will check those as we go. Michael and I got them from the official scores tonight. If they're wrong, I'm going to be badly surprised. But Michael, the Southwestern ladies, Miss AC will be the first one out. Allie Foreman coming back from that injury, knee, I think. This one has a big motor. Young. Lovelace is probably the third scorer on this basketball team if you look at the way things are. And there's the engine. There's Smitty. You mentioned her energy level. I don't know. She was probably a sixth grader the first time I saw her play. Fifth, sixth, seventh maybe. And she's never disappointed me with effort.
No, and up there at Rupp Arena, I mentioned as sophomore, just impressed me.
Yeah, she wrote it. She caused some people to realize who she was.
That's right.
All right, for the Maroons, they will start with Caroline Oakes. Maddie Blankenship will be the second starter introduced. Dawn Wilson, who Chris Adkins says we made a center out of her because she was tall, all 125 pounds. You hear that the other night?
I heard him say that, yeah.
Shelby Cawthorn, a welcome addition back to this basketball team after 2 ACLs in back-to-back seasons. And rounding out the starting lineup will be Madeline Dunn. So, Michael, as we gave them, we're off to a great start. We actually got the starting lineups right.
Well, that's 1 for 1. We'll take it.
You know, it could go anyway from here, but right now that's a good start.
That's right.
Hey, man, let's have fun.
And just a reminder, you're watching the Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week on Lake Cumberland Sports. Buffalo Wings and Rings. Wings created your way and always fresh, never frozen burgers. If you haven't ate over there at Wings and Rings, check them out. They have some daily specials, and you can accrue points on the app if you use that for some free food. Check them out, Buffalo Wings and Rings.
Had a little meeting there at lunch today with the boss and others, and I can tell you the fish I eat was top shelf. Pulaski has the basketball. No coin toss this year. That's another rule we'll talk about, but Pulaski will walk it into front court. That is Cawthron. She finds Wilson, pops out high. Cawthron puts it on the deck, blow by, put it up, slapped right back at her. Young got the block. They're going to say it went off of Cawthron. Southwestern basketball. One shot, one block. Southwestern will inbounds. Pulaski in a 2-2-1 press. They throw over the top. That's AC. Back outside, and Smitty's going to run the offense against this 2-3 zone that Pulaski County shows a lot of people. Smitty down the right side, can't get there. 3-ball left corner short by Young, and Pulaski heads the other way. Dunn woes it up. Behind her to Cawthron. 3-ball in the air. No. Side rim. Rebound Smitty. There goes Southwestern to front court. Smitty down to the free throw line. Corner. AC. 3. Corner. Rim no. Battle for the rebound. It's going to go off of Madeline Dunn. I've got it to Southwestern. And I think they're going to agree. Well, so far the pace is quick.
It is.
Grab it and shoot it. Smitty has it. Looked at AC but couldn't get the pass back to her, so she's going to back it out and run the offense. Pulaski still in this 2-3. Well, they are. Inside the AC. Straightaway 3. Rim, no. Pulaski rebound. Comes away to Blankenship. Quickly to front court. Wilson got behind the defense. They trap her. Slapped away. Here comes Young. She runs into traffic. AC bails her out. Slapped out of bounds by Cawthron. Let's say it's a minute and a half of scoreless basketball and intense, but nobody's put the ball in the basket yet.
A little early jitters, maybe.
You think? Playing really fast right now. Foreman has it. She's got the 3 up. The foul will go against, I don't know. Smitty in a trap in backcourt again. This 2-2-1 press. They throw over the top again. Kick it inside. That was Loveless. Got the ball inside to Young on the cut. She got hit. Dunn will pick up the foul, her first. And again, nice job of breaking the press, Michael.
It was.
Ball didn't hit the floor. Free throw, rimmed out. 2.5 minutes in. Glad you could join us. 3-2 Southwestern leads. That one's short, so come up blank. Rebounded Dunn. Threw it away. Stolen away by Loveless. Almost stolen away. Young gets it, puts in a little runner. Sweet picked up the loose change. It's 5-2. Nice effort. And Cawthron is being guarded by 3-ball off the left side. No good by Wilson. Battle for the rebound, and Smitty will wade in where the big guys go and get it. Left corner, AC wide open 3, yes. They spotted her over there. I think that's the second time she's launched from that corner. This one was pure. It's 8-2. Pulaski has it in front court. Oaks backs it out, starts down the lane, into traffic, gets it to Wilson. A little 12-footer, got it. A little draw and dish, and that'll work in a lot of leagues. 8-4. Young, back to Schmitty. AC, left corner, Schmitty. 3-ball in the air. Yes. Schmitty's got 2 of those, and it's in a 7-point Lady Warrior lead. That was
pace has picked up. I'm not sure it ever slowed down.
They started making shots, too, which is helping a little. Cawthron, 2 Oaks, down the lane, put it up, hit the bottom of the rim. Southwestern will transition. Smitty in the corner. Back to AC. 3-ball left side. Yes. That is 4 3-point baskets that Southwestern has hit in the opening quarter, and they've opened up a 10-point lead barely halfway through this initial quarter. Got a timeout. There's something on the floor.
Who was the Pulaski girl who hit the 2 free throws earlier?
That was Maddie Blankenship, number 15. Okay, Oaks will check out. I'm not sure if there's a that may have been what the timeout was for, something with a uniform. I'm not sure exactly, so I won't speculate. Pulaski has checked. I'm trying to get a number down here.
You say Oaks out?
Yes, Oaks is out, and Martin is in, Sydney Martin. Pulaski, Cothran crosses over, tries to get down the lane and can't. Blankenship. Pulaski having a little trouble with their spacing, and Southwestern is just in this sticky defense. So how do you beat that? Cothran just pulls up and buries a 3. Can't get any continuity, just bury one. Quickly to front court, Southwestern gets it inside. Nordis, who's checked into the game, put up a shot, partially deflected, I think, by Martin. She'll come away with it. Pulaski will transition to front court. Cothran blow and go, didn't. Thought she was going to lay it in. Done. Back to Cothran. Shows the 3, now passes it up. She'll wind it out. Here comes Smitty. I wondered where she was. 3 ball, straight away. Blankenship hits the 3. She's got 5, and that 10-point lead is 4 after back-to-back 3s by Pulaski County. Smitty will walk it into front court. This has morphed into a 1-3-1 looking. Chris Adkins is playing an amoeba defense. It changes every trip down the floor. And I'm sure part of that is because they're trying to find the shooters that have been shooting the lights out. Inside to Nordis, cross court to Schmitty, deflected, but she'll come up with it. A little between the legs, behind the back it out to the rings, and let's start something. Junior Mullen said no. Timeout on the floor, and it is a UCB timeout, and partner, 14-10. 2:07 to go in the opening quarter, Southwestern with the lead.
Henderson Chiropractic is committed to relieving your pain using the true principles of chiropractic care. Their caring, helpful team strives for excellence through extraordinary service and patient education. Dr. Henderson provides chiropractic care for injuries that occur during sports, auto accidents, work-related activities, or just everyday wear and tear. The experience you need for the results you want, that's Henderson Chiropractic. And come to Backyard Burger for the absolute best 100% Black Angus burger anywhere. Add some waffle or seasoned fries, bowl of chili, crispy chicken strips, or maybe some onion rings. Backyard Burger is located on North Highway 27 between lots 1 and 2. Backyard wishes the best of luck to all our local high school teams, and remember, it's better in the backyard.
Partner, we have had 6 3-pointers already in less than 6 minutes of basketball, and every one of those was a Turner Realty Group 3-point shot.
And missed every one of them. Sorry about that.
That's all right. We're getting there. I told you it will take a few minutes for me to find everything. But, again, Turner Realty Group 3-point shots. Inside drop step. Beautiful move by Lovelace. Just put it up a little too hard, and Pulaski will come away with it. Cothran front court. Show and go by Wilson. She has to give it up. Dunn will now back it up. A little stutter and go. Put it up. Got it. We're going to draw the harm. So Dunn will get her first 2. Foul will go Aiden Smitty, who had checked in at the break, picked up her first. Missed her getting in, but she is on the floor. Dunn missed it. Free throws have not been kind tonight. Here comes Smitty in transition. That's Alexa. Right side to Kinsley Molden, the freshman, who also checked in at that timeout. So Alexis Smitty inside to Foreman. Drop step in the lane, put it up into Wilson. A lot of contact. Foreman standing out of bounds as Wilson throws it back to her. Pulaski basketball. For Pulaski County, Maggie Holt will check into the game for Wilson. 2-point game. A little over a minute and change to go in this opening quarter. Done. Front court through the hands of Oaks into the crowd, and that'll be Lady Warriors.